Shirley Collins, you're on Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks. How can we help you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. First-time listener, and so I was interested because this week my husband and I went to get an appointment to do our will. We're 70, and the gentleman, the lawyer, said that most of the people that he writes wills for that are in our age bracket want to get rid of their assets for a 5-year period before they might need some assistance. I was appalled. I was just absolutely appalled. But I have heard, in, I won't say in what county, one of the wealthiest men that I know made a comment one day, and I just was kind of stunned. He said, "I don't own anything." And so then it dawned on me, I put the two together. Is there a way for us, the government, to address this problem?
This is not a pervasive problem, and let me tell you this. You cannot undo ownership of IRAs without a big tax bill, which would go to Uncle Sam. See, what they're talking about, if you're trying to look poor to qualify for Medicaid, it's a 5-year look back. So if you are going to get sick and let's say you get dementia and you can't remember what to do every morning, every afternoon, every day, and dementia's bad, you're going to need help. Okay, so you've got to look poor, and if you disown your assets, it has to be beyond 5 years. And tell me, do you want to go be poor and be put in a home where everybody else there doesn't have money? What do you think that environment's going to look like?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. Well, that's what we're talking about on divesting, why somebody would do that. Now, the wealthy, let's jump to the wealthy. And the wealthy, and somebody that may, let's say they're worth a few $1 million and they've got real estate and they probably don't have much in IRAs. They've got mostly after-tax assets and stuff, and they may not own it for liability reasons, exposure reasons, and so that it passes on, their real estate and stuff passes on to heirs. But they're not doing it to go and be put into a home if they're needed to be that smells like urine all day, every day. People with money aren't doing that. And if you want to do that, then God bless you. I don't want to do that. I want to go out in the lifestyle I'm accustomed to, and I'm not going to go into a home. When my mom died last year and we had to put her in hospice and all, my sisters and I kicked in and we made sure there was money so that she was in a nice place that we felt good about going and visiting and checking on her on a very regular basis. So that's kind of what's going on there. Now, if you have IRAs, how are you unwinding that? You have 401ks. How are you unwinding that? Because you have to pay taxes to unwind that to go put it out of your name. Most people don't have, half the people don't have money saved, Shirley, out there. So they're living and dependent upon Social Security and any other means of income. And when it comes to that, that's going to be the situation, is they're going to qualify for Medicaid there. So, and that can be something you're wanting to do. I have people that come into the office, and there was a couple the other day, and I'll share this other thought and hear some more from you. But I was sitting in there, and they had dealt with a family member, and they were talking about unwinding assets, how that, and then I looked at the wife and asked her, I said, "Do you want to be in one of those homes?" She said, "Absolutely, I will not." I said, "Well, then we're not needing to talk about disowning everything and trying to qualify for Medicaid. What we need to talk about is how to keep growing your money through retirement and how to leverage it so if this situation comes up, some of the money can do more." And I think that's more proper about planning instead of let's get the government to pay for, and the government's not going to pay for much, so it's going to be ugly for those that want to use it. Okay, Shirley, your turn.
Yes, sir. No, sir. We were not in that wanting to do that at all. Our goal has always been to pay our own way. But I was just concerned because the governor's race in our state had some problems with taking more Medicaid. And I was thinking, well, if all these boomers are divesting themselves of their assets and the government's paying, then Medicaid's growing tremendously, which